backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Dribble in the corner, Holzer feeds across to a cutting Copperbig.
And spin behind, ball picked up by the Greyhounds, forward pass. Miller hustles back with an outstanding defensive play to get a block shot.
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good!
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Thursday night. Welcome to another edition of high school basketball on yourliveevent.com. A big Region 1 matchup as two rivals, two of the top girls program in Region 1 battle it out tonight as it's the Central Cass Squirrels hosting the Northern Cass Jaguars. Welcome to our pregame show. I'm Joel Morgan. Thanks as always for being with us here on our broadcast. Jake Wetruba on the camera tonight. And what a matchup of two teams right now who are starting to get in their groove, and two teams that are playing some really good basketball. Northern Cass 6-1 on this season, 2-0 in the region. They lost to Thompson, which is a mutual loss that Central Cass has on the year, but they bounced back with a good win against Grafton, so they are 6-1 on the season. Well, Central Cass, who Coach Jay Bachmann has talked about it at length, they have decided to pick a very tough schedule this season. They had lost back-to-back games. They have rattled off 3 straight as they improved to 5-2 on this season. 2-0 in Region 1. This is our pregame show here on yourliveevent.com. Let's take a break here. We'll come back. We'll get right into it. We'll hear from DC Lucas, head coach of the Jaguars, when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Pre-game show, high school girls basketball on yourliveevent.com. Northern Cass and Central Cass, a big Region 1 matchup. DC Lucas with us here. First off, Coach, you guys get through the holidays. How did that go for you?
It went good. We had some good games. That last win against Grafton was a nice one. They're a tough team, so it's good to get a win under our belt before we get this big one tonight.
And Thompson and Grafton, you lose to Thompson the game before. You come back with that win in Grafton. Two tough women's or girls programs every year. What did you learn about yourselves in those two games?
Well, the Thompson game, it wasn't good that we spotted them 24-point lead going into halftime, but I was really impressed the way the girls came back, adapted. There were chances there in that game, so I was really happy with the way we dug deep. You know, Grafton, they're big and they're strong, and we just we did a really nice job there handling the ball. Our offense is still there, and we really honed in on the defense in the second half, which is good to see.
And how important is that to get those different looks from those teams out of Region 2?
It's really important because there's a lot of different types of teams that we're going to see this year in Region 1. Castleton has a different look. Kinder has a different look. So it kind of gives us a chance to adapt and make sure we know which sets we're going to use and the girls understand what we're trying to accomplish out there.
You guys have obviously had your success here to start the season. You're showing up in the polls. You had that success in the playoffs last year. How do you kind of keep focused on what's going on the court? Are the girls, with their experience, especially the volleyball success, able to do that?
Yeah, we're honestly just taking it sounds corny, but one game at a time. We try not to look too deep. We know that this is an important game in January, but we also know that we have got to get better every practice, every game to get ready for February. Last year we had the luxury of going in there, an 11-game winning streak. We're on a high, so we got to make sure that we're continuing to improve as we keep moving forward.
Let's talk about this rivalry with the Squirrels. Obviously, beat them in the playoffs last year in the semifinals. It's a rivalry in every sport. These girls have played against each other seemingly probably their whole lives. What does this mean to your team and to the community?
I think it's exciting. It's exciting to see. I told the girls embrace it. I mean, these are 2 ranked teams, 2 really good teams. To your point, we've seen them since the 3rd grade, it feels like. It's going to be a packed house. Embrace it. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere. So we're just excited. They're excited. I know Central Cass is excited. They want to get us back for the regional stuff, so we get it. But we're excited to get out there and hope to play a good game tonight.
They've won 3 straight after dropping 2 games. DeConte Smith wasn't there for a stretch. She's been back. Obviously, they bring back a lot from last year. What do you know about this team, and what are the keys for a win?
Still a great team. I mean, obviously, DeConte's a fantastic player. It's good to see her back on the court. I know when I watched them play Shiloh, they looked like all systems go. I know the Cottons present a problem there. So they're a very athletic team. They look a lot like us in some ways. So it's going to be interesting to see how we match up here in this game.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
You want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community? Look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're on the pregame show. A good Region 1 girls matchup tonight. Northern Cass against Central Cass. Jay Bachmann, head coach of the Squirrels, with us. Coach, you had back-to-back games against tough opponents. I think you guys probably learned a lot in those 2 games about yourself. You come back with 3 wins. What has been different for you guys in those 3 games?
We're playing some defense, right? Playing some defense, and we're kind of starting to gel, figuring each other out. The first couple games of the season, we didn't have D, then we had D, and then it was just kind of like up and down and playing some really – Thompson and Mayville are good teams, right? Nothing away from them, but we just weren't ready. We just weren't gelled yet, and we're kind of coming together now. We're figuring out some things, and we're starting to play some good basketball.
And last game I broadcast for you guys was that Maple River game, and you didn't have DeConte at that point. And talking before and after the game is your players knew how to adjust without having her, but she's a big piece of the puzzle. What does she bring to your team?
I mean, she brings – first of all, when she's on the court, she just does a little bit of everything, right? Like, she's going to score, she's going to rebound, she's going to defend. Like, she can do anything. And the other thing is the other teams have to adjust to her so much, right? Like if they forget her for a play, she's going to score. If they don't remember she's guarding them, she might pick your pocket. Like, and that's not just like, they're 4 or 5. Like, that's like their best player, right? If they forget, if you lose her for a play, she's going to make something happen. So how teams have to adjust to us is really like the biggest thing when it comes to just the games in general, right? Now, our girls getting used to playing with her again, which comes back, right? You've done it since 5th grade, you understand. But other teams, you got to adjust for every single play. Like, you can see teams even in a game, D gets subbed out, and they change. Like, they're changing things, and she's back in, and they're yelling and changing things back again. Like, she just is that much of a difference maker out there.
You had 2 more players from your team commit to play on to the next level. Talk about that.
Yeah, so Claire and Delaney, you always knew that they were probably going to go to the same school, being twins. But when you'd ask them, they would say, we don't really care either way. So when they ended up signing at Valley City, it was just awesome for them. Like, they're going to do track there too. They're super excited. They're good kids. They work hard. Valley City is getting I think in their post or their Twitter post, their coach Vanessa said we're a dynamic duo, and that's what they are, right? Like they just bring energy, they bring life, they just bring so many things to the game that you can't teach, but you also bring like things to just your team as a general. They're good people, they're good kids, they're good students. They babysit my kids in the summer. So, they're good all-around kids, and they are so deserving of everything that they get. I hope they have an amazing career. I know they will. And I'm a Jimmy. I'm a Jimmy through and through. So
yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
You are a Jimmy, right?
I am a Jimmy through and through, but I'm so excited for them. And really, you can see a weight lifted off of them, right? Like, you can just see them, I think against Shiloh, they had their signing the morning of, their official signing, and then you could just see they weren't as nervous. Like, they just took a deep breath. And so that's just great to see.
Northern Cass tonight. Obviously, we moved past last year in the playoffs when you played them, but there is a balance there, right? Because it's a fun rival for your team and their team. You played each other so long. You want to think about that last game, but you want to look forward to this year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we didn't last year when we played them in the regional semis. We weren't ready to play, right? We weren't ready to play, and they were. And all the credit to them, they beat us, right? Like, it wasn't they beat us. I just have a feeling this year's gonna be a lot different, right? We're a different team. They're a different team. They got two girls that could score 30 a night, have multiple times. We're a different team this year. They're a different team. You want to look in the past, but at the same time, this is a new year. This is a new future. Past is in the past, right? Look in the present.
And let's talk about Northern Cass. Obviously, you mentioned the fact Crockett, she can score some points. She's been on a tear. They got some other players who can chip in when she may go cold. A few times she does in a game. But what are the keys for you guys here to get this win?
Our defense, it's going to come down to defense, right? If we don't necessarily have to, we don't want to stop them, right? You're not going to stop Hayden or Hatley. You're not going to stop them. They're such good basketball players. But if we can limit them, right? If we can limit their touches, if we can limit their wide open shots, right? If we can make them have to work for every look, I think we're going to come out in the end, right? Like, I think going forward, we know we need to limit them. We know we need to stop them, but you can't stop them. So you got to do your best to limit them, right? Josie Jensen's another one. She's 6'7", right? Like, or however 6'3". Like, you got to limit her, right? It's going to take an all-around defensive skill, possession. Like, it's going to go possession by possession. The game's not going to be won in the first quarter or the second quarter. This game will go to the fourth quarter. It's going to be a close game at the end, right? They're not going to stop scoring. So you got to fight through. You got to stick to the game plan that we've set up, and hope that we come out on top.
And finally, Coach, your Buccaneers make it back to the playoffs. How much has that changed your life moving into this game?
It hasn't really changed it too much. I'm obviously very excited that we're in. I've been a Bucs fan my whole life, and to have us make the playoffs 3 years in a row, it's like Christmas for 3 years in a row. So I'm not taking it for granted. I'm excited. I'll cheer. I don't expect it every year, so I'm just excited when it happens.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck.
Thank you.
Team at Maple River Granite Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Granite Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
And welcome back one last time here on our pregame show. Central Cass, Northern Cass, Region 1 girls basketball on yourliveevent.com. Latest basketball poll for the season, favorable to the Northern Cass Jaguars, as right now they are sitting at number 9. Central Cass just right out of there at number 11, right behind Garrison. Top 10 teams: Kenmure Bowbell, Shiloh Christian, who Central Cass just beat, Rugby, Thompson, Central McLean, Kindred, Carrington, Mayport, CG, Northern Cass, and Garrison. Receiving votes: Central Cass, Hatton, Northwood, Bowman County, Oaks, and Grafton. That will do it here for our pregame show starting lineups when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com. Our first quarter just about to get underway. But first, let's take a moment to meet our starting lineups, and we will start with the visitors on the scoreboard. And that is the Northern Cass Jaguars. It is a 5'7" sophomore, number 2, Hayden Crockett, a 5'6" junior, number 4, Addie Rust. Next up will be a 6'1" junior, number 5, Ellie Lucas. A 6'3" junior, number 12, Josie Jensen. And a 5'9" senior, number 13, Hallie Crockett. That is Crockett, Rust, Lucas, Jensen, and Crockett for the Northern Cass Jaguars, coached by head coach D.C. Lucas. They are 6-1 on the season, 2-0 in Region 1, and it's been Hallie Crockett, who was the Senior Athlete of the Year in volleyball this year, leading them in their offense, 32, just over 32 points a game. Now the starting lineup for the Central Cass Squirrels, coached by head coach Jay Bachmann. It'll be a 5'10" senior, number 1, Claire Cotton. A 5'6" senior, number 3, Tori Richter. A 5'11" senior, number 13, Taylor Severson. A 5'9" senior, number 15, Delaney Cotton. And a 5'9" senior, number 23, DeConte Smith. Cotton, Richter, Severson, Cotton, and Smith. Central Cass Squirrels, 5-2 on the season, 2-0 in Region 1. And their lead scorer, DeConte Smith. She has missed 2 games this season. She has played the last 5, 18.8 points a game. Claire Cotton behind her at 16.9. Delaney Cotton behind her at 10.1. That has been our starting lineups. Tip off when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Welcome back here to Central Cass High School. 8 minutes will go up on our scoreboard. Number 9 ranked Northern Cass against number 11 ranked Central Cass. But outside of those rankings, looking at the fact that these are going to be the two top teams or look to be the two top teams in this region this year. Of course, Kindred also showing up in the rankings. Kindred has looked strong. We have 4 teams right now at that 2-0 mark in the region standings, as DeConte Smith will take the tip for the Squirrels against Josie Jensen for the Jaguars. And it is won not cleanly, and then finally won there by the Squirrels, as that was a battle right from the get-go on the opening tip-off, and the Squirrels controlling the basketball as the ball's to the corner. A 3 will hit off the iron for Delaney Cotton, and the rebound is picked up by Addie Rust. And it's Northern Cass with control of the basketball, and it gets turned over. Richter will feed to Smith onto the near side. Severson, she goes to drive, up for 2 and hits it. Taylor Severson opens up the scoring. 2-0 Central Cass. And we're going to get a stoppage out here right away. There's something with the shot clock is the reason for that stoppage. I wonder if it didn't get reset or started too soon. It was not reset, as it's Addie Rust near sideline to inbound and sends a long pass, pulled out of the air by Lucas, sent to Jensen, tried to go back over to Crockett, and Tori Richter had a hand on the basketball and just tipped it out of bounds. 7:22 to go, just underway here on our Bank North scoreboard. Allie Crockett, lead scorer, handles the ball, comes to Jensen off the backboard, will miss. Rebound gets tipped, picked up by Lucas and taken away in the lane. Here comes the Squirrels. Cotton with the basketball. She comes to drive, up for 2, denied by Josie Jensen. Jensen, 6'3", use her height to her advantage on that block shot. Tori Richter on the baseline, set to inbound. Puts this one in play, taken away by Delaney Cotton, a VCSU commit. Tried to pass to Richter, ball gets one-handed, picked up by Severson. Onto the near side, Claire Cotton goes top of the key. Here comes DeConte Smith for 3. A 5-0 run to start the game for the Central Cass Squirrels. Full court defense, a turnover, Smith to Richter, and Richter draws the foul. And the Squirrels are off to a quick start. Hayden Crockett's first, team's first. We are stopped with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. And Tori Richter will have 2 shots upcoming. The first is good. It is now 6 straight to open up the game for the Squirrels. Squirrels coming off a win against Shiloh Christian, a team in the top 3 in the latest poll, as the second shot is good. 7 straight points to open up the game for Central Cass. Long pass intended for Crockett. She gets it. Hook shot good. Hayden Crockett will open scoring the other way. But a 7-0 run to open. Under 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Region 1 basketball again tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. Severson on the near side, gets held up on the post. Will come to DeConte Smith. Smith in the lane, pass to the corner, finds Delaney Cotton. She's on the drive, up for 2, gets it. 5 for Cotton. Make that 2 for Cotton, excuse me. 9-2 the score. Allie Crockett in the lane, up for 2, just misses, put back, and that is good. Allie Lucas delivers with 2, 9-4 the score. Inside of 6 to go, first quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Squirrels controlling both sides of the court here so far. As Severson for 2, that's off the backboard. Hayden Crockett gets the rebound and collides with Claire Cotton. They both go down. We're going to get a foul, and I believe Claire Cotton will be called for the block or the push. 5:37 to go in the quarter. Excuse me, that was Delaney Cotton. Her first, team's first. Both teams now with the foul apiece. Allie Crockett at the baseline now to inbound. Able to get it into Hayden Crockett. Deed up by Richter. Crockett, the sophomore, working her way across half court. On the post, comes to feet to Hallie Crockett. Ball tipped away. No one with clear control, and then it's out of bounds. Taylor Severson trying to convince the official she wasn't last to touch, but that's what the official will call, so it is Northern Cass's basketball. Addie Rust inbounds to Jensen. Jensen to Hayden Crockett, up to shoot, and loses it. Turnover and is back to the Central Cass Squirrels. Credit the defense of Tori Richter for creating that turnover. Ball handled by Claire Cotton. Comes to Delaney Cotton. Feeds over to Tori Richter. 20 seconds on the shot clock as we approach the 5-minute mark remaining in this opening quarter, and the three is good. Second made three of this quarter. 12 for the score, 3 at the other end. That's no good. Ball will go to the Squirrels. Handled by Delaney Cotton. Looks for help. Feeds to Severson. Drives up to shoot. Ball blocked. Picked up by Hallie Crockett. Crockett feeds to Hayden. Hayden Crockett's layup good. 4 for Hayden Crockett. 12-6. Central Cass doubling up Northern Cass here. Under 4.5 to go in the first quarter. On the near side, Severson tries to pass inside to DeConte Smith. That is knocked out of play by Hallie Crockett. Kayla Treader will come into the game for Northern Cass. Jaguars making a substitution. Northern Cass sticking with their starting 5 here so far. Richter sends a long inbounds, finds Cotton on the drive. Back to Smith, now to Cotton. Bounce it into the lane. Severson up for 2, will miss. And it's a rebound for Ellie Lucas. Northern Cass last year in the semifinals of the Region 1 tournament. Gets the win over Central Cass, goes on to the championship game as Crockett misses a shot, goes for the second. Won't get there. It's Tori Richter scooping up the loose ball. Hayden Crockett knocks it away, over pursues on the next effort. And it creates a mismatch down court for Central Cass, but they opt instead to settle their offense. 24 on the shot clock. Smith comes to drive, will lose it, picks it up for 2, won't get there. Ball tipped around. Smith puts it back, won't get there. Third chance points upcoming. Gets knocked down in the process. And Smith has 2 shots coming up. Hayden Crockett, second personal, second team foul. But going back to that upset in a well-played game between these two teams in the semifinals last year of the Region 1 tournament, didn't want to, both coaches kind of said they want to remember that game as Smith knocks down the first free throw. But to not dwell on it as Tess Jalbert into the game. It's a fun part of the rivalry between these two teams, but it is next year. But you keep in the back of their mind. I think I asked both coaches in the pregame about how do you balance that factor of that was last season. This one a different year as the second free throw, that is good. 5 now for DeConte Smith, an 8-point lead, largest for the Central Cass Squirrels. And DC Lucas wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com. Central Cass 14, Northern Cass 6. Squirrels started the game scoring 7 straight. They now lead by 8. That is their largest advantage here of the contest so far. DeConte Smith with 5. 3 made threes for the Squirrels in this first quarter. No surprise is how the Squirrels got to this point. Standard Squirrels creating turnovers, creating havoc, and scoring points. And Northern Cass trying to find a way to adjust to that style of play. Crockett inbounds, finds Hayden Crockett. Quick pass to Jensen, trying to go back to Crockett. And DeConte Smith was right there to send that one out of bounds. There was a theme last year in the playoffs for Northern Cass, and every player kind of talked about it. Coach Lucas talked about it anytime we interviewed pre or post game, and that was chaos. And they kind of embraced this chaos of they felt that they could be disruptors on the court and kind of thrive in those situations. As the missed shot for Crockett, rebound will be ripped away by Severson, and it's the Squirrels basketball. Severson onto the post, beyond the arc to Cotton. Ball comes to Smith, 3 on the way, a little too strong on that one. Rebound finally picked up by Severson and ripped out of her hands, and I think the whistle comes on a held ball, and that one will go to Central Cass. But I think that chaos theme last year in that playoff run, of course, it was an 11-game winning streak up until that point for them to win that game, but they found a way to kind of match the disruption of Central Cass in that fun semifinal game last year. Tonight they kind of need to channel that here as the ball goes out of bounds. Was tipped by a squirrel, so it will be Northern Cass's basketball. Tori Richter back into the game. Claire Cotton will check out. Seen a few substitutions come here. Mickey Prock now. She has checked into the game. Inbound to Crockett, up for 2, will miss. Jensen had the rebound, couldn't pull it away. Queenly and Severson has it. And the Squirrels again will come up court. Richter on the post. Comes to DeConte Smith. Now to Prock, now under the basket, and one for Delaney Cotton. Did not see who the foul was on. Michaela Almaris' first personal, third team foul, 2:48 to go in the first quarter. Strike, that's what I thought. It was 13 Crockett as the free throw will be missed by Cotton. Putback attempt is missed, and the Squirrels come away with the rebound. Richter from the top of the key finds Severson onto the near side. Cotton drives in the lane. Richter goes for 2. She draws the foul. We're talking about a team of the Squirrels. A lot of these players, a majority of these players were part of that team that got all the way to the championship game just a few years ago. As Richter hits the first free throw, she has been perfect from the free throw line, and now an 11-point lead marks the largest for the Central Cass Squirrels. Next one, that's good. 18-6 the score, 2.5 to play. Quarter number 1. Here on our Bank North scoreboard, and an offensive foul will be called. Addie Winterquist called for the off-ball foul. Her first team's 5th. Not a situation you want to be right now if you're Northern Cass. Hayden Crockett has 2 fouls. She's the only individual in a foul situation. Still on the court though, but you don't want to give free throw opportunities here in this first half to the Squirrels as a missed jumper from Prock now, and DeConte Smith chases down the rebound. She touched it. It was a matter of where she did, and it was not before the ball went out of bounds. Claire Cotton will come back into the game for the Squirrels. Taylor Severson will come out. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. 3 straight wins coming into this game for Northern Cass. That followed back-to-back losses, games against Mayport and Thompson. As a feed to the post, Jensen for 2, and Jensen hits it. First points for Josie Jensen. 18-10 the score. Minute 40 and counting left in the first quarter. Ball left side. 2 will miss. Richter gets the rebound, finds Claire Cotton, up for 3. That's off the backboard. Proctow was there for the rebound, couldn't reel it in, and now going down for the basketball was Jalbert and Smith. It's going to be a held ball, and that will stay with the Squirrels. Addie Russ, Ellie Lucas back out on the court for Northern Cass. A minute 26 to go in the first quarter. Tori Richter on the baseline, inbounds to Smith, off the backboard, will miss, and Josie Jensen the rebound. That was Pierre Height on that play as she comes to Hallie Crockett. Crockett in the lane, nice move, finishes with 2, and that is Crockett's first 2. 18-10 the score. 7 straight to start the game for the Central Cass Squirrels. As Cotton for 3, that will miss. Hallie Crockett the rebound. Crockett trying to provide that spark for Northern Cass. Throws beyond the arc, wide open 3 on the way. Good for Addie Rust. Squirrels were down by 11. The Jaguars were down by 11. They cut it to 5, and now another battle for a rebound, and I believe we'll get a held ball, and this time it'll go to Northern Cass. So the Jaguars on a run here. Down by 5, 42.1 left in the first quarter here on the Bank North scoreboard. Inbound to Jensen. Finds Crockett, knocked away from Crockett, out of bounds, and I think the advantage you have there is that it advances the basketball slightly. Maybe gives the Jaguars a chance to set something up here. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here to close out the first quarter. Ball comes to Crockett. Onto the post, finds Jensen. Jensen to shoot, denied. And I believe it was Prochnow who had a hand on the basketball as it goes out of bounds. It does stay with Northern Cass. 31.6 to go in the first quarter. Addie Rust inbounds to Jensen. Jensen off the dribble. Finds Hayden Crockett. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Allie Crockett thought about a contested three off DeConte Smith, and DeConte Smith will be called for the foul. He's first, team second. Kayla Treader will check into the game for the Jaguars. Will spell Ellie Lucas. 22.8 left to go in the first quarter. Addie Rust gives it to Jensen. Jensen over Prochnow. Prochnow got a hand on that basketball to alter the shot. Here comes the Squirrels, up by 5, near corner. 3 off the heel of the basket. Rebound, Prochnow, great rebound through the double coverage. Gives it to DeConte Smith, finds Richter near side. Cotton for 3 off the backboard. Put back from Prochnow, she's denied by Jensen. And first quarter will come to an end. 1 quarter of play here on our Bank North scoreboard in a Region 1 matchup. It is the Central Cass Squirrels 18, Northern Cass Jaguars 13. We'll be back with more. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
A better community to be a part of. I've actually been to another college, and this one was a far better experience because of the support of the faculty and the staff here. It's just outstanding. My name is Andrew, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
18-13, Central Cass leading Northern Cass on the Bank North scoreboard. Our second quarter underway. It was an 11-point deficit for the Jaguars. They've trimmed that to 5 as the ball comes out of bounds. Game of runs, right? And Northern Cass right now has the momentum. Let's see if they can carry that over here into the second quarter. Long inbounds pass comes to Cotton, and we're going to get a foul call. And it will be against Josie Jensen, her 6th. And Northern Cass not happy with that call. Her first, team 6th. Richter at the baseline. Able to find Severson, comes down low to Richter for 2. Tori Richter with her 6th point of the game. 20-13 the score. Jensen in the lane, finds Hayden Crockett. Hook shot, good. That is 6 for Hayden Crockett. 5-point game yet again. 15-20. Delaney Cotton goes to the baseline to Severson in the lane to Richter. Richter able to set it in motion through the defense. Claire Cotton on the drive. Back to Richter. Richter can't find space. 13 seconds on the shot clock for Central Cass. Northern Cass able to freeze them out here on defense. Let's see if they can finish with 5 on the shot clock. Delaney Cotton drives, feeds in the lane. Richter for 2. 7-point lead for Central Cass. The Squirrels took their time, found the matchup they wanted as a pass attempt going to the post to Treader. And DeConte Smith called for her second personal, third team foul. Smith will check out. Mickey Prochnow checks into the game. Ellie Lucas back in for the Northern Cass Jaguars. And the inbound attempt to Crockett gets swatted away by Delaney Cotton right to the row of cheerleaders. Seeing a few smirks as they were ready for that one to come their way. As Addie Russ baseline comes to Jensen, inside to Crockett, hits it off the backboard. Mickey Prochnow the rebound, and she is going to be fouled by Hayden Crockett. And Crockett, all Crockett had eyes on was getting that rebound and went a little high with that elbow. So that is foul number 7. That means Central Cass will spend this final 6:41 on the bonus. And Mickey Prochnow to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And the first is good. First point of the game for Prochnow. Second off the mark. Rebound Josie Jensen will come to Hayden Crockett. Feed attempt to Hallie Crockett gets redirected into the hands of Delaney Cotton, who will go to Claire Cotton. And a feed to Prochnow finishes with the runner. 3 for Prochnow. And Northern Cass has regained that 10-point lead. They've held Central Cass has held Northern Cass to just 2. And we're going to get a blocking foul. Claire Cotton called for her first. 4th foul called for the Central Cass Squirrels. Addie Rust at the baseline. Comes to Crockett. Rust sets the screen. Crockett towards the basket. Off the backboard will miss. And we're going to get a foul off play. And it will be against Delaney Cotton, who was matched up with Hallie Crockett. And into the game for the first time will be Camry Nelson. Nelson will come in. Delaney Cotton, who has 2 fouls, will come out. So 5 fouls right now for Central Cass. Delaney Cotton, DeConte Smith, both with 2 fouls apiece as another steal, and it's Tori Richter leading the charge. Richter to the near side, Claire Cotton on the dribble. Will come to Richter. Richter bounces a pass over to Nelson. Into the corner to Prochnow. And a pass to Richter, almost lost it. Squirrels able to hold possession. Here comes 2. That one's off the backboard. Put back from Prochnow. Knocked away from Jensen, and Jensen will get the missed shot, trying to get free for a pass, able to find Addie Rust. Rust to Jensen from the free throw line. 2 is good. Josie Jensen gets her 4th. 25-17. Central Cass has led this entire game, opened up on a 7-0 run. They've led by 11. That has been their largest lead as Cotton feeds to Prochnow for 2. Mickey Prochnow, 5 points all coming this quarter. And then Central Cass has kind of hovered around that 10-point lead here on the Bank North scoreboard as we approach 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. 3 in and out for Crockett. That one went deep before it worked its way back out. Here comes Claire Cotton. Onto the near side, Richter will come to Cotton. Ball comes inside to Prochnow for 2. 7 for Prochnow. And a 12-point lead for Central Cass. Their biggest 3 will miss for Hayden Crockett. 4.5 to go in the first half. Deep 3 for Claire Cotton. Misses. Josie Jensen has the rebound, tried to pass to Crockett, knocked out of play by Camry Nelsons. DeConte Smith back into the game. Joining her will be Delaney Cotton. In for Northern Cass, Tess Jalbert. So the Jaguars making some substitutions. Hayden Crockett handling the basketball. Sent a pass that went through the hands of Tess Jalbert. She picks it up, turns right around, and has Delaney Cotton on her on defense. Crockett drives up for two, and she is fouled. No, it will be a charge, and that is Hayden Crockett's third, team's eighth. 4 minutes exactly left to go in the first half. Crockett comes out. Allie Crockett comes right back in. Tori Richter with the basketball. Onto the near side, Severson. Feeds over to Delaney Cotton. Squirrels trying to find an open shooter here on this one. Into the post. Going to shoot. Cotton's denied. Loose ball picked up by the Jaguars. 3.5 to play in the first half. Crockett, three on the way. That misses. Rebound, two-handed by Severson. Brought up by Cotton. Back to Tori Richter. To Smith, to Richter. Work back over to Claire Cotton. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Feed to Smith. Comes top of the key to Richter. Left side, Claire Cotton can't find the drive. Now to Richter, up for three, nails it. 11 now for Richter. 15-point lead for Central Cass, and back at the other end of the court with two is Allie Crockett. 32-19 the score. Stay tuned at the half. We'll get our first half numbers here on YourLiveEvent.com. Central Cass led this entire game. Northern Cass really had a push, got within 5 late in the first quarter, and then just that momentum, they couldn't carry it over to quarter two as Richter for another three will miss. Josie Jensen gets another rebound and puts this one in the hands of Allie Lucas. Ball lost on the post. Tori Richter comes away with it and will feed to Delaney Cotton. Smith to the bucket, gets two. 34-19. Another 15-point lead, ties the biggest that Central Cass has seen this game. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter, first half. Allie Crockett gets two, makes it 34-21. Smith finds Cotton. Cotton for two, and that is out of bounds. Addie Rust will come back out on the court along with Addie Winterquist for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Under 90 seconds to play. Addie Rust went to pass. DeConte Smith the steal. Smith to the basket, and two more for DeConte Smith. 36-21. Approaching a minute to go in the first half. Treader for three, hits it. (36-24), 50 seconds to go. Conte Smith for three, gets those back. Smith in double figures. 39-24. 35 seconds and counting to go in the first half. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Addie Rust comes around. Feeds to Winterquist, and she'll be fouled. Addie Winterquist will get two shots and not see who the call was against. Taylor Severson, Severson's first, team sixth. 26.9 seconds left to play in the game. Winterquest went a little too strong on the first shots. Ava Cotton in for the Squirrels. Did not see who the other substitution was. As a second free throw will miss for Winterquest. 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the three off the end of the iron. Rebound. Reeled in by Lucas. Knocked away and taken back by the Squirrels. Comes to Cotton. Near side. Two will miss as the first half comes to an end. Central Cass has led from start to finish here in the first half. They lead 39-24 on the Bank North scoreboard. First half numbers next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And welcome to the half here. Our score on the Bank North scoreboard: Central Cass 39, Northern Cass 24. Central Cass opened up to the tune of 7 straight points, and they've led by 15 on 3 separate occasions as they have led from start to finish in the first half of this game. Northern Cass went on a run late in the first quarter, but it just did not carry into quarter number 2 as Central Cass has settled back in. Some first half numbers. First for the Northern Cass Jaguars: 6 points for Hayden and Hallie Crockett. Josie Jensen with 4, Addie Rust with 2, Ellie Lucas with 2, Kayla Treader with the 3. 2 made threes for Northern Cass, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Coach DC Lucas going to have to keep an eye on the foul situation right now. Hayden Crockett, his second lead scorer, sitting on 3 fouls. Hallie Crockett, his lead scorer, sitting on 2 fouls, and you have a few more players with a foul apiece. For the Central Cass Squirrels, DeConte Smith with 12, Tori Richter with 11. 7 for Mickey Prochnow. Claire Cotton with 3. Taylor Severson with 2. 5 for 7 from the free throw line is Central Cass. 4 made threes. Again, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but rebounding and turnovers is really what has been the difference maker, what has sparked their offense. No surprise, as that is the lifeblood of how Central Cass has found their success the last few seasons. Delaney Cotton, DeConte Smith, 2 fouls apiece. Claire Cotton, Taylor Severson, a foul apiece. Those are the first half stats here on our halftime report. More coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Are you tired of the same old grower meetings? Then Precision Planting's Winter Conference 23 is for you. Announcing our new location for this year's event. Join us at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota, January 18th or 19th. You will hear from Precision Planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. Winter Conference 23, January 18th and 19th at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota. To register, visit planterdoc.com.
For more than 60 years, Dagelman Industries has been known for building high-quality, tough farm machinery. We are currently looking to hire multiple production positions including machinists, welders, assemblers, fabricators, and more. Dagelman Industries offers competitive wages, benefits, and profit sharing. If you're interested in joining this great team, visit dagelman.com and apply directly on our website, or stop by and visit us in Hillsboro. Dagelman, engineered tough.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Fresh 8 minutes will go up on our Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass leading 39-24, big Region 1 matchup. Coach D.C. Lucas saying this game matters in January, but not as much as it matters late in the season. Not that they don't want those wins, not that they don't want the seeding, but one game at a time, and that's how they played it. Again, they got within 5 after trailing 7-0 early to Northern Cass, and they're trying to get on that style run again here. Down by 15, a feed to Jensen. This one gets backhanded away by Severson, recovered by the Jaguars. To Crockett, up for 2, hits it. Allie Crockett hits 2, opens up second half scoring. 39-26 the score. Ball handled by Cotton on the near side, comes across. Finds Claire Cotton for 3. This one off the heel of the basket. Battle for the loose ball, and they will call a whistle and a held ball, and it stays with Central Cass. Joy Richter at the baseline. Inbounds to Claire Cotton. Cotton loses her footing. Ball will stay in the hands of the Squirrels before it is stolen away by Crockett. Hayden Crockett, the steal in the lane to the basket, misses, gets her rebound, looking for an outlet pass to someone, and goes a little strong, but Addie Rust hangs on to the basketball. And Northern Cass has it, a feed down low, shot for 2, Jensen will miss, rebound into the hands of Delaney Cotton. That is Central Cass's basketball. Handled by Claire Cotton, comes to DeConte Smith. Smith up for the 3, shot in and out. Rebound to Josie Jensen, and now to Hayden Crockett. Feed to Hallie Crockett, got a little bit ahead of that, the feet got ahead of that pass. As the basketball stays with the Central Cass Squirrels, I should say goes to the Central Cass Squirrels. A drive for Severson for 2, will miss. Josie Jensen the rebound. Jaguars looking to set their offense. Addie Rust on the drive. Rust to the basket, misses the shot. DeConte Smith the rebound. DeConte Smith, a Northern State commit, handling the basketball. Feeds to Claire Cotton, goes back beyond the arc to Tori Richter. Handled by Claire Cotton, now to Richter, to DeConte Smith. 2 minutes into our second half. Shot will miss. Tori Richter the rebound. Skips it to Smith. Quick pass over to Cotton. Claire Cotton for 2, knocks it down. First points of the second half for the Squirrels. 41-26, shot for Crockett, good for 2. Allie Crockett in double figures with 10. 41-28 the score. Richter to DeConte. Skips to Cotton, misses the 3. Jensen gets the ball, feeds to Crockett. Crockett up to shoot and blocked by Claire Cotton, goes out of bounds. Some substitutions coming away. Kayla Treader into the game. We have just the one. I thought I saw 2 coming off the bench from Northern Cass. Will just be the one, and it's Treader. And she's at the baseline to inbound. Finds Crockett. Crockett for 2, trying to draw the foul. Didn't get it. Misses the shot. And it's Central Cass's basketball. Ball works to Claire Cotton. Comes to Delaney Cotton on the near side. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Feed to Claire Cotton. Conte Smith for three. Shot in and out. Rebound, Allie Lucas. Feeds right away to Hayden Crockett. Crockett for three. Off the heel of the basket. Long rebound tracked down by Delaney Cotton. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. A nice feed from Smith. Finished with Claire Cotton. 43-28 the score, 4:25 to go, third quarter. Time out on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with.
And out of the timeout, DeConte Smith, the steal, hits the bucket. 14 for DeConte Smith, 45-28 the score. Treader for three, off the mark. Rebound gets knocked away, picked up by the Squirrels. Handled by Richter. Feet to Pronk now in the corner, onto the posts, finds Severson. Squirrels have been so patient on offense. One play earlier in the first half, Central Cass had that shot clock go down to 4, and they finished with the bucket by Tori Richter. As coming up for two, Smith will miss, and it's a rebound for Josie Jensen. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. And a three will miss for Crockett. Jensen uses her length to get the rebound. We'll come back to Crockett. Crockett on the drive, up for 2 and 1 for Crockett. Crockett has scored all 6 here in the second half for the Jaguars. Fouls on Richter, her first, team's first. Addie Winterquist will check back into the game. Shot in and out from Crockett, rebound to DeConte Smith. Prock now to Smith. Feeds inside, finds Severson. On to Cotton on the near side. Cotton for three and hits it. She joins double figures. 18-point lead, largest for Central Cass. And the ball will come out of bounds. 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Treader inbounds, and getting fouled is Crockett. Delaney Cotton's third. And Crockett will hit the first. Second's good. 14 for Crockett. 48-32 is the score. Delaney Cotton with the basketball. Works it around to Claire Cotton. Handled by Claire Cotton. Works to Delaney Cotton, three off the backboard. Rebound picked up by Tess Jalbert and Northern Cass with it. Northern Cass has just not been able to get on that run like they did in the first half, and Tori Richter knocks the ball away. It's loose across half court, picked up by Jalbert. 22 on the shot clock. Here comes Crockett for three. That will miss, and the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Richter. .208 to go in the third quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show coming up here. At the end of this game, we'll name our players of the game. Crockett gets the inbound. That's Hayden to Hallie Crockett. To the bucket for two. Inside to Smith. Comes to Claire Cotton. Back over to Delaney Cotton. And a turnover. Mickey Prock now puts it right into the hands of Tess Jalbert. Northern Cass needs to clear half court. Jalbert will come across the timeline. Feeds inside. Crockett for two. Will draw another foul. Foul on DeConte Smith's her third, team's third. And Crockett will hit the first free throw. 10 points here in the second half. So far for Northern Cass. They all belong to Hallie Crockett, who has 16 in the game. She is the game's lead scorer, as her next is good. She now has 17-11 here in the second half. Squirrels have led by as much as 18. That lead trimmed down to 12. They've led wire to wire up until this point. It was a 7-0 run to start the game, a 9-2 run overall, as two comes for Mickey Prochnow. That is 9 off the bench for Prochnow. 50-36, half-century mark for Central Cass. They're looking to win their fourth straight as a feed to Crockett, and one for Crockett. 13 points for her here this quarter. Claire Cotton's second. Every starter for Central Cass now has at least one foul, as Taylor Severson will come back into the game. Crockett can't complete the three-point play, and it's Central Cass's basketball. Inside of a minute to go in the third quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Severson eyes the three. Set back in motion. Drive from Cotton, up for two, won't get there. Smith puts it back, and 14 for DeConte Smith. .32 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball out of bounds, and they're going to say that Addie Rust was the last to have hands on it. Substitutions coming around for Northern Cass. We'll get you those names here as play continues. 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Nelson with the basketball. Finds Claire Cotton to Tori Richter. Back to Nelson. Drive will come back over to Nelson for two. Won't get there. Rebound into the hands of Tess Jalbert and the Northern Cass Jaguars. Feed to Jensen. Turns for two. Won't get it. And our third quarter comes to an end. Our score on the Bank North scoreboard: Central Cass 52, Northern Cass 38. Final quarter when we return, it's high school girls basketball. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
LiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Our fourth quarter just underway. Central Cass looking for their fourth straight win. Feed inside. Jensen for two. Josie Jensen scores her 6th point of the game. Jensen has been everywhere, though, on the board. She has been a difference maker for this Northern Cass team, down by 12. Smith, hesitation, finds an open shooter in Severson, comes back to Smith, up for two and hits it. 18 for DeConte Smith. You know, you go back to that first quarter as a feed to Crockett off the glass and in. Allie Crockett approaching 20 points, actually breaking 20 points here in this contest. 14 coming in the second half as a feed to Richter, denied by Jensen into the hands of Addie Rust. You take away that first half of the first quarter for Northern Cass and maybe you have a different score. Not that the 7 minutes left, not enough time for a comeback, but you're in a different position score-wise up until this point as a deep three for Smith. That won't land. Rebound Crockett. Crockett will bring this one up court, and Crockett's going to be fouled, and if it's DeConte Smith, that will be DeConte Smith's fourth. So Central Cass's lead scorer is going to have to sit here in this fourth quarter. Nikki Prochnow will come in. Prochnow has been great off the bench for Central Cass. She has scored 9. Your only concern, obviously, now that you're in the fourth quarter, is what you can do here in this final just under 7 minutes, is a missed shot from Crockett. Well handled by Cotton. What I mean by that is Prochnow has scored 9 this game, and she really had a great second quarter. She scored 7 of her 9 points. If she can have a quarter like that, she'll help keep that pace right now for the Central Cass Squirrels as the three's on the way. That one off the mark, tracked down by Addie Rust through the double coverage, able to find Ellie Lucas, who feeds it up court to Hayden Crockett. Hayden Crockett has missed some time with some foul trouble. Crockett on the drive, up for two, won't get their ball. Kept inbounds by Tori Richter, then she'll lose it, and I think they're going to call a foul on the reach from Lucas. That's going to be a timeout, first taken by Central Cass. 6:08 left to play. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota. We aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
54-14. Central Cass keeping that pace in front of Northern Cass here, looking for their 4th straight win, their 3rd region win. Northern Cass looking for the big comeback here in the 4th quarter as we approach 6 minutes left to play. Ball handled by Severson to Richter to the near side. Cotton, 3 is good. 13 for Cotton. 10 coming in the second half. 57-42, that 15-point lead yet again as Crockett another and one opportunity here in the second half. $25 for Crockett in the game. Foul on Delaney Cotton, her 4th. So now Delaney Cotton and DeConte Smith sitting on 4 fouls apiece with 5:43 left to play. Liv Severson will come back into the contest. And Crockett hits the 3. Completes the 3-point play. I apologize, I missed a few points there on the scoreboard. 57-45, 12-point lead for Central Cass, and we're going to get a foul call. Hayden Crockett's fourth. This late in the game, DC Lucas cannot pull Crockett, who is their second lead scorer. Has 6 in this game because she's been hampered with foul trouble, but you're trying to make a comeback here, down by 12. 2-1-2 defense by Northern Cass, and Mickey Prochnow got the pass and lost it out of bounds. Inbound coming to Hayden Crockett. Allie Crockett inside to Jensen. Jensen up to shoot. Jensen is fouled, and I believe it's Mickey Prochnow. Tori Richter's second, team 7th. Jensen will get 2 shots regardless, but they are in the bonus as Jensen off the mark with the first. Second one is good. 57-46, 11-point deficit right now for Northern Cass, and the Jaguars will get the basketball back here. And we got a timeout on the court, 5:12 left to play. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community? Look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Central Cass up by 11. They have led the entire game up until this point, fueled by their ability to create turnovers, but a quick start for them. They had 7 quick points. It was a 9-2 run to open up the game. A 7-0 run and a 9-2 run for the first half, or the first quarter, and that has really been what has helped keep their pace. Northern Cass has had a couple runs, but Central Cass has weathered their storm up until this point. Now they are dealing with some foul troubles here. 2 players sitting on 4 fouls. Has ball beyond the arc. Claire Cotton, 3 on the way. That one short of the iron will be picked up by Liv Severson, and we're going to get a whistle on a foul. And that will be Treader. Treader's first, team's third non-shooting foul as Tori Richter on the baseline. Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show coming up here at the conclusion of this contest. Talk to a member of the winning team as a 3 misses for Severson. And we're going to get a foul call coming on the putback attempt from Claire Cotton. Josie Jensen, second personal, 3rd team foul. Claire Cotton, who has 13 in the game, 10 coming here in the second half. He is at the line, misses the first. Second is good. 58-46. Crockett at the other end, misses the bucket, but was fouled. So it will be Severson. Ryan Gellner, the official, saying it's on the ground, which means Crockett will shoot the 1-and-1. Crockett has missed 2 free throws in 7 attempts. She hits the first, we'll get the bonus. Chance to make it a 10-point game with 4:31 to play if Crockett can hit this second free throw. She does. 58-48. If you're Central Cass, or rather if you're Northern Cass right now, you cannot go point for point. Here with Central Cass, you need a run. Handled by Claire Cotton. Comes to Tori Richter. Hallie Crockett trying to create a turnover. They'll get that turnover. Hayden Crockett gets it, and Richter will turn around and steal it right back. Richter will settle down the offense. Comes to Claire Cotton. Feed inside, now down low. Prochnow misses the shot. Josie Jensen the rebound. That was the stop Northern Cass was looking for as there's just under 4 left to play. Pass altered, but it is recovered by Jalbert. Jalbert for the 3 will miss. Claire Cotton will get the rebound. 3:42 and counting to go on the Bank North scoreboard. A drive and a shot. Severson gets 2. That is 60-48. Crockett over the defense, won't get there. Rebound tipped away. Battle for the loose ball, and then landing on top of it is Liv Severson. And getting hands on it quickly was Treader. It'll be a jump ball. Squirrels basketball, and they are going to take a timeout. 3:21 left to play. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back on yourliveevent.com. 12-point lead for Central Cass. And looking for win number 4 in a row. 3:21 left to play. And Claire Cotton will inbound to Tori Richter. Feed comes to Claire Cotton. Ball goes to Delaney Cotton. Set it in motion, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Smith able to find a backdoor cutter, and Cotton didn't play the pass cleanly, went to shoot. That is foul. Delaney Cotton will get 2 free throws. Josie Jensen's 3rd. And Delaney Cotton is going to miss the first. Next up is Sargent County at home next week for Northern Cass. The second shot will miss for Cotton. Rebound, though, controlled by the Squirrels. Squirrels will hit the road to Lisbon. That will be a Monday night matchup. Ball beyond the arc. Cotton for 3 and gets it. 3 threes here in the second half for Cotton. 4 in the game, but it's 63-48. 3 at the other end is good for Jalbert. Strike that. That'll be 2 for Chess Jalbert. 63-50. Squirrels fighting for a loose ball, and we will get a jump ball. Believe that will go to Northern Cass. There's a nice job by Hayden Crockett to be the first on the basketball. 2:19 left to play. Inbound to Crockett. Up for 2. Will miss. And it was last touch by Crockett. Will be the Squirrels basketball. And a foul call on Crockett. Hallie Crockett's 3rd, team's 5th. Inbound comes to DeConte Smith. DeConte Smith drives, and it looked like a clean block, but they will call a foul. Kayla Tretter's second personal 16 foul. That gets DeConte Smith to the free throw line. Time not on the side right now of the Northern Cass Jaguars as DeConte Smith gets the first. $19 for DeConte Smith. Trying to make 20, and she'll get there, 65-50. 65-50 on the Bank North scoreboard. Just under 2 minutes left in this game, and Tori Richter gets the ball knocked into her hands and will start a drive the other way. Ball to Cotton. 3 misses. Rebound, put back, missing for DeConte Smith. And it's Northern Cass's basketball. And drawing a foul, Hayden Crockett. Tori Richter's third, team's 9th. Crockett will get 2 shots coming up, 1:34 left to play. Second one off the mark. Central Cass can burn off some time here, as we're seeing a little bit more aggressive on closing out right now for Northern Cass. Trying to create some turnovers, trying to get some stops. 9 seconds now on the shot clock. DeConte Smith drives, ball gets knocked away. Picked off by Tretter. Tretter in the lane, up for 2, won't get there. Crockett putback gets fouled. Claire Cotton called for her third. 1 minute exactly left in this game. And Crockett will miss with the first. Next one off the mark. Inside of a minute to play. Feed taken away by Hallie Crockett. Crockett loses the dribble. Richter had the ball, lost it, now recovered by the Squirrels. 45 seconds to play. The Squirrels will now improve to 6-2 on the season, 3-0 in Region 1. Northern Cass 6-2 and 2-1 in the region. 14-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As DeConte Smith just kind of playing keep away here, will concede, I would imagine, the shot clock violation. Here comes Richter. 3 on the way. That will miss. They avoid the shot clock violation, and now the Squirrels just going to hold here for the win. 10 seconds left on the Bank North scoreboard. It was a quick start. They did not let up as the fans are on their feet. And our final score here in 1 second, our final on the Bank North scoreboard. 65-50 Central Cass with the win. Post-game show next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Time for our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, and a win here for the Central Cass Squirrels in this rival matchup. They get the victory here. Our final score, 65-50, and Central Cass had created a lot of turnovers, getting points in transition, but it was a 7-0 run to open up the game, and they really controlled the first 4 minutes of the game, really dominated those first 4 minutes, and they gave themselves an early comfortable lead. Northern Cass went on a run to close out the first quarter. They got it to 18-13, but the Squirrels would lead down the stretch as both teams had some foul troubles, but they overcame those as they get the win here again, the final 65-50 on our Times Express Car Wash post-game show. We'll get a chance to talk to a coach and a player here coming up. In fact, let us take a break and we'll come back with that coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
And we are back on our post-game show. It's our Times Express Car Wash post-game show. We're talking Victoria's coach, Jay Bachmann. Coach, it's too cold to get the car clean, but when you do, where are you taking that?
I'm taking it to Tommy's Express Car Wash. 2 locations, Fargo and Moorhead, I believe.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, a fun win for you guys tonight, 60-50. Let's talk about that run to open the game. 7 straight points. You guys just kind of created all sorts of a mess for Northern Cass. How'd you get out to that strong start?
You know, we weren't really sure how they were going to play us to start. They came out how we wanted them to play, and I think our game plan, we just executed our game plan perfectly. I think the girls were ready. We were ready in the locker room. I could just feel it that they were ready to go, and they did all the work, right? I got to give all the credit to the girls. They came out ready to play. I challenged them with a few things, and they absolutely met those challenges. So it was just a great start.
Two things that really stood out to me. First, Mickey Prochnow comes off the bench. She has a fantastic second quarter. Finished it with 9 points. Just that big spark you need off the bench.
Oh, huge, right? Because we were kind of cold at that point. Claire was a little cold, Blaine was a little cold, but she stepped up huge. She's capable of doing that. She hasn't had a lot of varsity time in her career. Now she's a senior, she's just really stepping up for us. She's doing a great job.
And another thing for you guys is when Northern Cass started settling in, started getting back into their game, their defense was really pushing you guys. Yep. A lot of patience around the perimeter. You guys really were able to find those mismatches.
Oh, for sure. We knew what we had to do. There was a few times, we struggled a little bit, but our patience was key. DeConte right here, she was the key to that, right? She was patient in the middle. We got it to her. She was creating for us. I got to give a lot of credit to Dee here. She helped with that patience, and she did an awesome job.
You mentioned in the pregame Hallie Crockett, Josie Jensen, two players that you thought were going to give you guys some trouble, and both of them played well. What can you say about those two opponents?
And it seemed like Hallie scored every single bucket, and I think Jensen had the other 15. So, they played just how we thought they were going to play. I think we did a good job. We talked about limiting, when I think we limited Hayden well, which I think ended up carrying us through. But it was just overall a good team win.
Talking with Jay Bachmann here, and Jay, you brought us to Conte Smith. Why don't you hand that over? We'll get a chance to talk to her here on our Times Express Car Wash post-game show. We'll let her get set up here as we're talking about this 65-50 win for the Central Cass Squirrels. And it looks like DeConte ready to go here for us on this first post-game show. First off, DeConte, congratulations on a nice win. I know you guys enjoy any chance you can get to beat your rivals in Northern Cass.
Yeah, it felt really good. Having to lose to them last year in the region semi was really tough on us. And then just losing to them in volleyball really sucks. So being able to just come out and play our game was a very good feeling.
And I was just talking to your coach about this, and I'll ask you about it too, is you guys just had phenomenal patience, phenomenal looks. When they were running their zone, they were running their defense, you guys really took your time. You didn't get too pressured. How much you guys are working on that aspect in practice?
Well, we honestly knew that they were going to put us in a zone off defense, because don't want to sound too cocky here, no one can beat us in a man offense. So we knew from previous times that they were going to put us in a zone defense. So we practiced hard on that and worked on our patience a lot throughout the week.
I don't have the numbers in front of me. I know you had a few assists in this game. You had some really good looks, a couple no-look passes that were pretty impressive. What do you look for in those situations, or is it just trusting and knowing where your players or your teammates are?
It's more like trusting my teammates, because we've played together for a very long time. So most of the time, I honestly know where they're going, or I can just telepath where, for example, where Claire's going, because I know she likes the three-point line, so she's gonna hang around there. So it's more like just knowing each of my teammates and knowing and trusting them as well.
And finally, you guys lost 2 straight to some really good teams. It's now 4 straight wins. How good is that feeling right now?
It feels really well, especially coming back from a not an injury, but a medical concern, and having to sit out. I know it was very tough for my teammates, and me coming back was also tough on me, because I haven't done anything for months. And overall, just having those 2 losses under us honestly made us better as a team together.
All right, DeConte, well, congratulations here on your 20-point performance, and congratulations on a win.
Thank you.
We're talking with DeConte Smith here on our Times Express Car Wash post-game show. Again, a win for the Squirrels tonight in this one, 65-50. They improved to 6-2 overall, 3-0 in the region. Northern Cass, they dropped to 6-2, 2-1 in the region. And again, that quick start is really what set the tone for this game and helped Central Cass come out to this victory. Some final numbers: Hallie Crockett finishes the game's lead scorer, 27 points, 21 coming in the second half. Josie Jensen finished with 7, but I'd imagine double-figure rebounds the way she played today. Hayden Crockett finished with 6. And then you have Addie Russ, Tequila Treader with 3. Tess Jalbert, Ellie Lucas with 2 points apiece. As for the Central Cass Squirrels, DeConte Smith, 20 points. Claire Cotton, 16. Tori Richter, 11. Taylor Severson, Delaney Cotton with 4. Mickey Prochnow off the bench finished with 9 points for the victorious Central Cass Squirrels. And before we wrap up our Times Express Car Wash postgame show, first let's give some of our postgame accolades here. And first, the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And I think she got this last time I was out here broadcasting Squirrels basketball contest. But Mickey Prochnow will be the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game for her fantastic play off the bench. 7 points in the second quarter, 9 overall. She is the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Well, the Arctic Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. We're going to give that to DeConte Smith, who finishes with a team-high 20 points in this victory for the Central Cass Squirrels. So that is our Arctic Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. My thanks, as always, to Travis Lamar and the Central Cass Squirrels for allowing us to come out here and broadcast. We will be back again on Saturday to broadcast the Letterman's Wrestling Tournament, so we'll have that second day of that tournament coming up. Of course, you can see that schedule on yourliveevent.com. My thanks to Jake Watroba, our cameraman here on this broadcast. Our thanks to all of our sponsors. I'm Joel Morgan, reminding you once again our final score on the Bank North scoreboard: Central Cass 65, Northern Cass 50. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com.